Alright, so this is round 2. Round 2 of the Legacy Challenge with Bog Boyz. We are currently 1-0, which is fantastic. Let's see if we can win our next match. And hopefully we can do that. Well, I mean, I guess we will kind of take any kind of win. It'd be nice to win through playing Bog Boyz, but we will take what we can get for sure. Everyone needs a little bit of good fortune to get to the top. We've helped ourselves as much as possible by playing the best possible deck in the meta. Now we just need to get a little bit lucky, get a couple more no shows, maybe a couple of disconnections. See how it goes. But thanks for sticking around, everybody. Remember to follow on with your Bog Boyz bingo cards. Let's get rid of this. So, yeah, we didn't actually have any of these to fill in. I guess we can fill in the first one. So we can fill in the free space since Bog Boyz is tier 0. That's fine. But we don't have anything else yet. So if you click the link in the chat, the bingo card should randomize itself, I think, is the idea. So you should get a different one, which is kind of cool. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, we're on the draw again. That worked out for us last time though, so... Well, we know this person actually played the first round, so they're definitely around. I suppose maybe they went to get a drink or something, same as we did, and they're just a little bit slow back. And this deck can certainly grind for a bit, so... Oh, really? Is that true, Eric? Is that actually true? Probably not. Oh, really? Oh yeah, of course. If both people don't show up, the person on the draw wins, yeah. Because the person on the play will just time out, won't they? You're kidding me. That didn't actually happen, did it? They were actually on the draw and their opponent didn't show up? Did they get did they win 1-0 then? Is that what happened? Does it say 1-0 on the record? Jesus. That's what I thought. I'm very gullible. The Brits are a peaceful and gullible nationality. Yeah, I was thinking it would be possible to do that though. Yeah. All right. So this is probably fine, to be honest. So turn 2 Blackguard off of a Cavern. And then we can start prowling in Snitches, and we've got a Wasteland. So we'll keep this. This isn't very good against a unfair strategy potentially, but then if they have a slow draw, we might be able to start making them discard cards. So let's see how this goes. This hand's okay though, and we do have a Wasteland if they're doing something horrific. Okay, that Ancient Tomb Pass smells like Eldrazi, so I probably just want to Wasteland this. Who's on board with just Wasteland the Ancient Tomb? I'm kind of just wanting to Wasteland this, I think. I don't really want to get Thought Not Seared. It's either Vial or Wasteland. And once we get this into play, we can start prowling in Snitches and put them under pressure. So I think I'm just going to Wasteland the Tomb. Yeah. Okay, sweet. Oh, yeah. Sweet. Did they mull? I actually didn't see. No, they started with 7. Ooh, so it's what? Show and Tell? What did they keep? This is Show and Tell with no blue mana. Maybe they misclicked? That seems super weird. But this is great. This is really good. Because now we get to go Blackguard into Proud Snitches and start making them discard things. So that's fine. I'm totally happy with them to force that. Jeez. Jeez. I feel like we've got a plan now.
I paid for.
Yeah, quite likely. But they currently need 3 mana sources to do that. I'm going to start auto-casting as well, just in case. So, an Earwig Squad or 2 would be really good here. That's pretty good. So we're just going to do this. And this means next turn we can prowl in both of these. So this is like a pseudo nut draw in a way. Alright, so get your bingo cards ready because you're going to get your first official square here. Trigger!
Oh yeah!
Yeah, buddy! Woo-wee! I feel like this is doing it. And then next time we get to prowl both of these in because it will cost 2 for prowl, but we've also got the Frogtosser. So if they don't start drawing lands very quickly, they're going to be in a whole heap of trouble. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, combo is not a bad matchup, I feel. So let's just re-optimize. So the Faerie Macabres can just come out. Spyglass can definitely come in. Chalice can stay in. Chains can stay in. And we probably want Warren Wedding as well. So get rid of the pushes. Get rid of the Dismember. We can make one more cut. Probably just the Jitte. It's probably fine. I suppose Sphere is potentially good against Soul Lands. That's true. I don't know if that's necessarily worth it though. Because I don't really want to cut any more creatures. I suppose, yeah. Oh, actually, Sphere's good against Omnitell, isn't it? So, yeah, that makes sense. Like, if they've got Omniscience, Sphere's pretty good. That makes sense. And then I could probably just cut, to be honest, one more Marsh Flitter. Is probably fine. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll just do this then. Run this back. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so for those of you playing Bog Boyz Bingo, which I'll stick in the chat again, we currently have where's it gone? Oona's Blackguard trigger is now off, and actually we can probably chalk that up to Wasteland wins the game as well. To be honest, I think that's probably 2 there. Oh, please. Please could we win this round? That'd be so good. Especially against people playing Show and Tell. No offense to Show and Tell players, but... this deck is kind of like custom built to defeat combo. In theory, at least, so... Okay, this plays. This definitely plays, so... If we draw a land, we go... actually, we don't need to draw a land. So we go turn 2 Frogtosser, turn 3 Squad, even if we don't draw another land. So we've got to turn 3 remove your combo pieces, which is kind of slow, to be fair, but it will win the game if it resolves. They've kept 7, which means they probably have a relatively quick hand. Annoyingly, this only works off Prowl, so it doesn't work just from an enter the battlefield trigger, say from a Show and Tell. We do have a Warren weirding to kill whatever they do put into play, but if it's a Gristle Brown, we basically lose anyway. I don't know. I think this hand's good enough to keep. We could try and mulligan to a hate piece. I guess this is kind of slow on the draw, so maybe it's worth mulliganing. It just seems super sketchy to do that when we've got... no, I don't have black mana for this, that's true. I do not have black mana for the weirding. But this is still a pretty poor answer anyway, to be honest. I guess since we're on the draw, maybe it's worth mulliganing. I don't know, though. Cavern, I think Cavern plus Squad is just a keep. I think I just have to keep this. And we have to get a bit lucky. We've got another game to play. We've got another game on the play anyway. So, like, we've got a guaranteed Squad off of a Cavern. So, I think we'll give this a go. If we just get dumpstered, we just get dumpstered. I don't think it's worth mulliganing to... Yeah, and we could just Wasteland them again, is also completely true, so... Oh, that Wasteland was so good. Well, thanks everyone that's hanging around. Let's see if we can make this 2-0. 2-0, no games dropped would be a pretty sweet starting record. I suppose it's possible they might just be double queued as well, actually. That makes sense. But I think this hand is a keep. I don't know that you can justify mulliganing Squad off of Cavern with enablers. It does mean... Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I guess depending upon how they start the game off, will inform whether we lead on Blackguard or Frogtosser. Definitely if we draw a third land, we will obviously be leading on Blackguard. I think if we don't, then we'll probably lead on Frogtosser. Oh yeah, stream sniping. Would you believe I even get stream sniped when I'm not streaming? It's so unfair. I don't know how they manage it. Alright, we'll just lead on Cavern. Cavern on Rogue, pass the turn. At the moment it looks like we're going to be leading on Frogtosser. And then after this round, I will go and feed the dog. Yes. Unfortunately, I don't have a detachable webcam, so I can't easily show you the dog. Since this is a noob laptop stream. And I guess show and tell is probably pretty safe to double queue with, since you win pretty quick generally, or lose pretty quick, as it also turns out. Okay, that's pretty bad for us. And actually, if they just have a turn 2 show and tell, we don't have really very many draws that would have interacted with this anyway. So what should we put in? Probably just Marsh Flitter, I think. This, actually, maybe this. No, I think just the Marsh Flitter is probably the best thing to put in. The squad we can still trigger. Probably just the Marsh Flitter. Frogtosser is also a possibility. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the Flitter in. This is just the most evasive power, and it also blocks flying creatures. Don't know. Maybe it should just be Frogtosser, because that means if I draw another black source, I can play this and play something else, maybe. Maybe it should be Blackguard then? Maybe their connection is just terrible. I guess Flitter doesn't actually do anything. So if we're going to win the game, how do we win the game from here? So Emrakul were just dead. Gristlebrand were probably just dead, but assuming they just get exceedingly unlucky and don't draw anything good, we probably just want to have Frogtosser in play, honestly. We probably just want to put this into play, because then we can attack with this. I suppose they won't be able to attack till the following turn though, so maybe we just want to put the Blackguard into play because then it makes everything bigger. I think it's going to be this, because this is the thing that we care about putting in most, but we need to prowl it. This would make things cheaper, but they're not going to attack with haste, so we can't attack in with it even if we put it into play now. So we may as well just put this into play and then cast the Banneret, the Frogtosser. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. I can only assume it must be connection issues. I don't really know what else it could be, really. But I think this is probably the best thing to put in, because this also means they have to then discard the cards they draw. And then we might get lucky and draw a black source for this. And actually, we put this into play, so we need to draw a black source for this, and we need to draw a third land for this anyway. So, yeah, that seems fine. Unfortunately, they probably won't time out, but maybe they are. Maybe they are just double queued. Don't know. It's a shame, really, because I don't want people to have to get fed up of there not being anything going on to then go and do something else, which is a shame. Like, it's funny to win things through any way possible when you're trying to get a result with a meme deck, but it's also not the best content if you've advertised a meme deck and our opponents aren't giving us anything to go off of. Come on, opponent. Choose one of your pigs, put him into play. So if we draw a black source, and they do so, yeah. If we draw a black source, we might be able to get our Edict to Pig space. I don't think we've got anything else so far. Oh, we've got win a match. Oh yeah, of course, we won the first round. So I think we can take off win a match. That seems reasonable. We haven't had a turn 1 vial because it got forced. We haven't won the game with only 1/1s. Actually, have we? We might have done. We actually might have done. Right, so we're going to put the Blackguard in. We decided on that. Okay, so it was Omniscience and now we're probably just dead. Although if they don't have a red source, what do they need? A petal? Okay. This is a very weird... This is super weird. They must just have a red land in play then. Okay. What are the... Well, I guess we're going to make them discard something. So this could be really good. So if they've got red source, i.e. red land, and a thing to put into play with sneak attack, because they don't have cantrips because they would have cast it, so they must have a red land and a pig, which means they have to discard one of them to the Frogtosser, and then they need to draw a red land or another pig. So which will probably be, they'll probably discard the big thing. So we're just going to slam this Frogtosser, which has haste, and make them discard one of the 2 cards they've got left in their hand. So this is actually possibly the best scenario we could have had from them putting in all of this stuff. So trigger. So they discarded Volcanic Island. I guess they've got more red sources than they do other things. Come on, please miss. Please miss. Damn it. I really hope they just naturally rip so they don't have anything else in play. They don't have anything else in hand. Okay, that's great for us. Are we going to do this? So we can Chalice this turn? Oh no, we can Squad. So, alright, let's think about this. Because we've almost got we've almost got another match win here, people. So we're going to make them discard what they've got in hand. Do I want to Chalice to cut them off cantrips, or do I want to play the Squad? I feel like I can take a turn off to Chalice. Like, they've got more cantrips than they've got things to put into play. So I think cutting off cantrips, which they need to cast off of the Omniscience, is probably the best thing to do. Does that make sense? So let's get in for 3 anyway. But I'm pretty sure... I suppose that said, if I put the Squad into play... So this puts them to 13, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then they're dead in 2 turns. This isn't any quicker. I feel like I want to play Chalice this turn. I really feel like I want to play Chalice. I suppose I could also just Wasteland their Volcanic Island. Let's Chalice them. Let's just Chalice them. I think this is the best thing to do. And then next turn we can Squad, then we can Wasteland the Volcanic Island. Because we can't take all of their big fat things out of the deck anyway with the Squad. So I think we're just going to do this. And then we'll see what's what. But I think definitely Chalice is what we want to do here. Good lord. Are we going to do this? Oh my god, no! Oh, that's so bad! Jeez, what a draw! What a frickin' draw! Now we have no lands? You are kidding me. That's so bad. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, we'll take that. Alright, well, we'll Spyglass and get rid of this sneak attack at least. Jeez. What a rip. Okay, lands are what we really need right now. That also works. That's the next best draw. And it keeps the clock up. Okay, so this turn we're going to squad. Which is also the biggest clock. That's a really good draw. So now we can squad and play Snitch. So they're going to be dead next turn, I think. And we're going to take out Emrakul, I think. Yeah, we're going to take out Emrakul. So let's do this. Because Emrakul's the one that gives them an extra turn and means we lose the game. Gristlebrand, they can't draw cards off of, or they might not be able to draw cards off of. Yeah, let's get rid of these. Pyroclasm doesn't matter anymore. They obviously don't have an Emrakul in hand, so that's really good. Now we can get this guy and play 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're not quite dead. Oh, they are dead. No, this is 2 instead of this, so that's 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, this is so close. Warren Weirding doesn't quite do it. So Warren Weirding definitely doesn't do it, does it? Oh, no it does, doesn't it? Hang on, let's think about this. I think Warren Weirding actually does it. Because we can cast the Marsh Flitter. No, this is Goblin, not Fairy, that's not reduced. Oh no, it is. Hang on. I think we've got the kill this turn. We cast Marsh Flitter for 3. And then we Weirding one of the tokens to make 2 hasty attackers. And that gives us 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11 exactly. I'm pretty sure this works. Because these get haste. Boys! Whoop whoop whoop!
Victory!
We got it. Alright, I don't know if that played very smoothly. I'll play it again because it's worth watching. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
Dominating.
And by worth watching, yeah, sweet. That's such 2-0 baby. Yes, so good. Oh man.